it's me Sherelle here with LoveLee Notary, and today I have a good video for you. It's going to be an update, okay? So I did a video previously about an app, a courier app called ROADIE, and I gave a really good review about it. So let's tune in to see how it was when I took my next courier job. Stay tuned to check this out. Okay, so first of all, these curls are popping, okay? These Anyways, I just want to point that out. This is like 2 years of growth that I've had with my natural hair. It was fried out, it got dyed, and it got fried out by somebody. And it wasn't me. She called herself a professional. And so I basically had to end up cutting all that fried blonde hair off and starting over. So now all you see is the brown that I've added in there from before, some grays from life, and then my natural like dark brown color. But anyways, let's get back into my review for the second time dealing with the ROADIE app. Okay, so let's jump right into this. I have the ROADIE app. I have worked with them a few times now, and I like ROADIE. Like, I'm not going to complain about it at all. I will say that ROADIE is not as consistent with the constant jobs like a DoorDash or an Uber Eats job would be. It's not something where you're like doing them back to back to back to back to back, unless it's just you have a super busy area and it's just popping like that, or you live close to like a Home Depot, then maybe you're popping over there. But for the most part, a lot of the jobs are mostly early in the morning, and then the rest of them are just kind of sporadically, they'll pop up throughout the day. So I took yesterday morning, I got up extra early, 5 in the morning. I was up getting stuff together, getting my life together, and I decided to get on the ROADIE app because I wanted to get in as soon as possible to see how many offerings there were so early. And so I got on there. There were like 4 or 5 different ones on there, and I actually picked one, and it ended up being like a three-part delivery. So stay tuned. I'm gonna tell you more about these details. Okay, so if you have the ROADIE app, then you know that when you select a job on there on the map, you have to tap it. It'll tell you where you start, where you end, how many miles. It tells you how much you get. And sometimes it'll be a tip included. Sometimes it'll make mention toll stuff. And then it'll even tell you the size of the gig is what they call them. They call them gigs. So yesterday I took a large gig, and I was nervous, honestly, because it said that there were 3 different orders that I had to deliver. I picked them all up from the same place. And I have a 2-door car, okay? So I was thinking, oh shoot. But in the description, it said the biggest item can fit in the back seat of a car, which I love about ROADIE. They actually kind of explain to you like the sizing of the item, like realistically, for real. So I was like, all right, well, if it can't fit in my back seat, then I got the trunk. So either way it goes, I'm good. It's just that I got 3 orders and I have no idea because everything is labeled with like letters and numbers and jumbled up, like for them, not for us, clearly, right? So I take my job. They accept me within 5 minutes. So I'm getting dressed, I'm getting ready, and I get to Home Depot like just before they open. So I have a little bit of time to sit in the car and look at the order, just kind of look at it again and go over it. I go inside, I tell them the 3 orders I have because they have them by name. They give you dimensions. Let me say that. They give you dimensions and they give you the weight. So, sorry, I'm in Home Depot. I tell her 3 names. She's looking for the 3 orders. And then she's like, oh, this last one is large. And I'm like, yeah, I heard. So this last large order, the 3rd order that goes with my 3, it was a bunch of mulch and soil. So I don't mind picking those bags up because I know how heavy they are. I can gauge the weight of them. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to have a little bit of a struggle. I'm going to have to do these, So it was about 6 of those big, long, like packages of like mulch and soil. The mulch was fine. As a matter of fact, the mulch was annoying because the bagging that it came in was crappy. It was ripping. It was already ripping apart as I'm just trying to hold the bag. Okay. So aside from that, the soil bags were solid heavy, but I was like, I can do this. And it was like, I think 5 or 6 different of those heavy bags. So fast forward, I have all of these orders. This guy helped me put them into my truck. Into my trunk in my car. And it actually tells me each route to take, and you can connect it to your map that comes, whatever map comes on your phone, or you can connect it to your Google map. it actually lets you pick the map that you want to navigate to the location with, which I love that too. So I used that and I navigated to the first place, took a picture, boom, done. The second place I delivered to, I think they wanted me to have them sign an initial. And this lady was like, I gotta get dressed. And I'm like, ma'am, let me stick my phone in here and initial and sign this, please. Let me get out of here. So I took care of that. And then the third one was the long one. But let me tell you what ROADIE did for me, which was super nice. So the last one was my last drop off, and it was literally in my neighborhood. So they put my route strategically together to where I wouldn't be far from my home base, just in case I didn't have any more courier jobs to do following this last one, this one that I had. Okay, so let me tell you about this last one. So I pop up at their house. They don't really have like a porch or anything. It's just kind of like a little walkway to the front door, but there's like some siding or something. Anyways, so I'm trying to figure out where am I going to put all these bags? So I go ahead and take them and just line them up right in front of where the walkway is, so that if they step outside a little bit and look ahead, look up, they'll see the stuff. And I stacked it nice and neatly in the yard, so it doesn't look crappy, because the yard looks very crappy. I'm sorry, but it was true. But I did courteously put the stuff nice and neatly in their yard, because there's nowhere for me to place a bunch of mulch bags and soil bags, okay? So that was pretty cool. I was breathing hard by the time I got back to my car. But they had my last route be literally, it was 5 minutes from my house. And actually, not even a minute from my grandmother's house, actually. Thank you, ROADIE. I appreciate that. And so, now, let me tell you what I got paid for this route with these 3 orders. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you right now. So I got paid $30 for that. And that took me to do, so for one, that's not bad at all. That's actually very good. Why? Because I didn't have to go separate places to do the pickups. I just had to do 3 drop-offs. And let me say, it took me a little over an hour to finish all those drop-offs. So I made about a little over $30, right at $30 for about an hour and 15 minutes of my time. I'm not mad at that. To me, that's not bad at all. And then sometimes you'll see jobs where they'll pay like $9, but you'll see the distance, you'll see where it is from where you are, and you can say nah, or you can say yeah. Some apps, when you send them an offer, if you decline it, it's like a dim light on your profile or something. They're like mad, like, oh, you declined this, well, now you're gonna look less, reliable, whatever. Not ROADIE. ROADIE is like, hey, here's a whole map. If you want to drive an hour up north and do that for $5, then, or not $5, I've never seen anything for $5. Everything has always been like $10 and up, honestly, $9 and up. So if you want to drive an hour and do a $10 job, that is on you. But like I said, the thing I like is that they make you be really, they have you to be thorough with the courier stuff, because you have to kind of describe where you dropped it off. You have to take a picture and send the photo. Like I said, this one lady, I had to have her like sign an initial for something. She was like, I gotta do all this for oil change part. So I don't know, but I just did what the app told me to do. But I like ROADIE a lot. So let me get more into how I feel. Okay, so I have a new rating for the ROADIE app, and it's only because I'm going off my experience. I am in Texas, okay? Look, a ROADIE order is coming in right now on my phone, literally, and I'm gonna, well, it may be too late for me to accept it, but I'm gonna give them like a 9.5, like a 9.5. I can't say 10 because I don't know. I just can't say 10 yet, but I highly recommend ROADIE. I highly recommend you use it. It's definitely not going to waste your time. You can accept or decline, and it won't have any effect on your profile. One thing I did notice this morning, which I think is a very good safety measure, it's kind of annoying, but I get it for the business side of it, okay? So when I got on this morning, it was super early, y'all, 5 in the morning. The sun was not even peaking, okay? So when I get in my car and I start my route, because that's when you let them know, hey, I'm headed to the wherever, it was like, oh, well, we need to make sure you are who you say you are. Take a selfie, bruh. Take a selfie at 5 in the morning so you know who I am, so you know it's real, really? But I get it. They don't want me to have my cousin doing my jobs for me this week and they may not even be able to drive, and what they get pulled, so I'm saying all that to say they're not playing. ROADIE's not playing, and they pay every week, every Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be deposited into your account. I like ROADIE, y'all. I'm rolling with ROADIE. I'm definitely going for ROADIE right now. It's popping. So make sure you check that app out, ROADIE. All right, you guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed my review of this ROADIE app. Like I said, I recommend it. You should definitely try it out. Hopefully they have some work for you in your area. Make sure these places have work in your area before you download them and create a profile and give them your email so they can bother you. Because I started doing that. I just started looking at apps and downloading and starting a profile and then realizing I can't even use this stuff. And I just gave them all my personal information. So do your research before you get into the website and create a profile. Make sure that these places are servicing in your area, because a lot of them are not. They just are not, or they're booking up fast, or people are scheduling these routes ahead of time. So make sure that you get in where you fit in and make sure that this stuff is offered in your area. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this channel. I appreciate you for staying loyal and watching part 2 of my ROADIE review. That rhymes. But anyways, hopefully I will see you guys again soon. If you're needing help as a new notary, or if you're a seasoned notary and you don't know what to do, check out the houstonnotaryacademy.com. We have everything you need there. If you're not a creative soul and you're not good with creating flyers and Google My Business posts and call to actions and all that, business cards, all that kind of stuff, we have those templates ready and made for you. All you do is add your business information, your contact information, your logo and branding, and it's all yours. So if you have Canva, this is super easy. Our templates are maybe $5 or $10, you guys. So take full advantage of those things. We also have notary resumes with the verbiage ready. All you have to do is put your information in there and it's yours. So please check out our website. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.